Let's discuss the truth. Not my truth, not your truth, but the truth. You've probably heard someone say the phrase, my truth, before. Can I just say, this is the dumbest phrase of all time.
So dumb.
It's a dumb thing to say, but whoever came up with it, they were actually pretty clever. You see, when people say, my truth, what they are doing is they are blending together my opinion and my experience. But here's the clever part. By attaching the word truth to it, they insinuate that it is unchallengeable. It's pretty clever. You can't argue with it, it's non-negotiable, but it's also pretty pretentious. By definition, there cannot be multiple truths. Truth is truth. Truth cannot contradict itself. It's something that is either true or it is not. It's binary. It's 1 or 0. It's on or off, true or false. But here's the tension. We know that people fight and debate over what is true. The talk of last year has been so-called fact checkers on social media, disputing nearly everything that one side of the debate says. For even longer, we've been hearing about fake news.
Look at all of that fake news. It's unbelievable.
Causing so many to distrust what people blindly believed for decades. Here's the thing. This is not new. Not at all. Let me show you an exchange that Jesus had in John 18 shortly before he was crucified. Jesus told Pilate, the Roman governor over the province of Judea, I was born and came into the world to testify to the truth. All who love the truth recognize what I say is true. Jesus mentioned truth 3 times. Truth, truth, true. 4 if you count the word testify, which means giving evidence to something. Then Pilate says this, and I want you to keep in mind, this was 2,000 years ago. What is truth? There really is nothing new under the sun. Back in college, I was taught a helpful chart, and I want to share it with you today because it helps you navigate the contradictions and find what is true. Here it is. 2 facts cannot contradict. However, a fact and your interpretation of a fact can contradict. And of course, 2 interpretations of facts can contradict. Now you might be saying, what is an interpretation? Well, it's simply this. It's our understanding of a fact. Let me illustrate it like this. Here are 2 facts. The color swab you see in the top left and the word on the right. They're teal. My wife and I have 2 different interpretations of this color. I see it as blue, she sees it as green. Our interpretations contradict each other. Our interpretations even contradict both facts. Blue is not the same as teal, and green is not the same as teal. Teal is teal. Now, this is not just some day trip that I'm taking you and I into logic or philosophy. You know I'm a very practical guy, so let's make some practical application with this. If you have 2 facts that are presented as truth, yet they contradict, what do? Well, let's say you hear a ruckus at the bottom of your staircase and you come running out to find your husband with another woman sitting on his lap. That's a fact. Your interpretation, your understanding of this fact is that you just caught him in adultery. Now, he says that he is innocent, okay, nothing adulterous is going on, but both of these things cannot be true.
Now, Catherine, are you going to believe what you see or what I tell you?
He can't be both adulterous and not adulterous at the exact same time. So, what is the truth? He was actually really helping her up the stairs in this fun, silly movie.
Mrs. Warren, let me assist you.
Very kind.
By the way, if you know what movie this is, let me know in the comments below. It is one of my favorites, and I want to know who also knows the name of this movie. Let's make it a little more serious though. Here are 2 facts. Fact 1, King David is presented as an actual person in Scripture. Fact 2, there is no archaeological evidence that King David ever existed. Now I'll tell you why there's an asterisk there in just a second. Both of these things are true statements. Now here are the logical interpretations from both of these facts. David exists, David does not exist. There's a contradiction between these two interpretations of the facts, right? But in 1993, the Tel Dan stela was discovered that provided proof that King David did exist, confirming the biblical narrative. So at that moment, the fact that there is no archaeological evidence that King David ever existed ceased to be true. That also meant that the interpretation based on that fact could no longer be true. Now both facts support the same interpretation. Facts are facts, truth is truth, and if there is a discrepancy between two facts, one is either a lie or our understanding of one of those facts is incorrect. Hold to the truth, not to your truth or not to my truth, but the truth. Because when truth is gone, people will believe any lie. Hey, I hope you were encouraged by this video. If you were, would you please consider sharing it and be sure to subscribe so that you can catch the next one when it drops on Thursday. We'll see you next time. Grace and peace.